Okay, so here's my audience. There's my mom, my sister, and my neighbor Noah, and my dad is working the camera. And here I have my PowerPoint for the project. Yeah. And, okay, I'm going to start right now. You know, it says something when the largest travel guide publisher in the world makes a list of the top 10 stops for Central America first-timers, and both the number 1 and number 2 slot are from the same country. Lago de Atitlan, or Atitlan Lake, and Tikal are two very beautiful places to visit in Guatemala and in Central America. And if you ever get a chance to visit Guatemala, I highly suggest going there. You would not regret it. And since my family is from Guatemala, we've visited these places in order to get to know them and get more in touch with our culture and background. And so, my name is Jorge Maldonado, and today I will talk about Tikal and Lago de Atitlan. So, to put it bluntly, Lago de Atitlan is a mesmerizing body of water, and I will be talking about its geography and what it has to offer for tourism. Now, Lago de Atitlan is located in the southwestern part of Guatemala. It's a couple of hours away from the capital city, Guatemala City. And it is surrounded by 3 volcanoes, which are Volcano Atitlan, Toliman, and San Pedro. And it surrounds the lake, and it's a beautiful sight. It's a wonderful view, all these volcanoes surrounding the lake. And for tourism, there's many things to do. Like I said, the volcanoes provide a beautiful view, and just sightseeing in and of itself is a great thing for tourists to do. But aside from that, there are many things you can do in the lake, such as fishing or kayaking. But there's still stuff you can do outside the lake, such as zip lining, and I've done that, and it's very fun. And you can even hike up one of the volcanoes, since all the volcanoes currently are inactive. And another thing you can do for tourism is that surrounding the lake there are 7 major villages in Guatemala, and you can go and visit those villages. And these villages actually are a very good representation of the Guatemalan culture. You can go and walk around and meet some of the locals and try the food there, which is pure Guatemalan food, and it shows you what the people of our culture eat. And you can go and shop there, and the stuff they have for shopping, again, are very good representations of Guatemalan culture. And, you know, as always, when you're touring something, it's always nice to bring something to the family, back to the family. So going shopping at one of those cities is not a bad idea. And now that I've talked about Lago de Atitlan, I'm going to talk about Tikal. And like Lago de Atitlan, Tikal is very important to not only Guatemalan history, but to the culture itself. And so I'll be talking about what it offers in historical significance to Guatemala, and what, like Lago de Atitlan, what it has for tourists. Now, Tikal is an ancient Mayan city which was around from 300 to 850 AD. At the time, the Mayans dominated Central America, especially in Guatemala. And the temples that you can see there, they were used for very important things, such as burials, where they would bury their leaders, and for many other things, such as special ceremonies and for sacrifices that they offered to their Mayan gods. And for tourism, like Lago de Atitlan has a lot of stuff it offers. It's located in the middle of a rainforest, so there's lots of birds and mammals that are seen there, and sightseeing is beautiful. Ironically though, the nation's bird, the quetzal, cannot be found in the rainforest of Tikal, so it's kind of ironic. And the tours offer you a chance to view all of the temples they have there. They have about 9 or so temples that you can see. However, what's interesting though is that not all of the temples from the city are unearthed. They say only about 30% of the city of Tikal has been unearthed. So it's crazy to think that when you imagine that what they let you see, which are around 9 temples, is only 30% of the city. It just boggles the mind, and one can only imagine what is left of the city and what is left to uncover. And a little fun trivia about Tagad. If anyone has seen the original Star Wars trilogy, they may remember in the very first movie, A New Hope, that there's a scene where the Millennium Falcon is flying into the planet of Yavin 4, which is where the Rebel base is located. And there's a shot that shows a Rebel who has a gun pointed overlooking a rainforest and some temples. The rainforest and temple is actually the city of Tikal. That is where they use to film the planet. So I get kind of excited every time I see that part of the movie. My inner nerdiness comes out. And so today I have talked about Lago de Atitlan and Tikal, two very beautiful Guatemalan attractions for tourists. And like I said, when it's placed in the top 10 places to visit for Central American first-timers, that's a pretty big accomplishment, and it says a lot about the country's tourism. And again, if you ever get the chance to visit these attractions, you will not regret it. I can guarantee 100% that you will enjoy it. Thank you for listening.